what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vale.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to the leap day edition of TV8's Good Morning Vale, Saturday, February 29th, the final day of the 2020 U.S. Open. And I'm here with Ashley Prill live on the scene of the U.S. Open as things are just kicking off for the final day and half-pipe finals. And boy, what a scene yesterday was,
Right?
Ashley.
So great. And this morning, nice and quiet, just us and the cats, Eric.
Yeah, we're just
us
hanging
and
out with the cats. It's
And-
good.
But beautiful start to the day, just a few clouds in the sky, and what a perfect time to get out. If you haven't had a chance to see the U.S. Open, to be part of it today, because it's going to be gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, 43
Right?
and sunny.
I know.
Oh,
Beautiful.
can't beat it.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yesterday, really exciting. If you were here to watch, we had the slopestyle finals, and Jamie Anderson, the phenom, right? She took her 8th Burton U.S. Open win. Amazing.
Incredible.
Incredible.
At
Absolutely
29
incredible.
years old, 8 wins already.
I know.
And you know, the course this year has really been difficult. They've added some kind of throw-ups to what it normally is. Usually you get a rail line up top and then a consistent jump line. This year there's a rail feature right before the final big jump, and it's causing speed variabilities, and it's been a challenging course.
Oh, definitely. But it's so exciting for us to watch because
Yeah.
the riders have gotten so creative. I mean, Anna Gasser yesterday throwing a huge double crippler. I mean,
Double crippler.
I love watching her. I absolutely love watching her. And,
Yeah.
and really, I mean, all the women put together an incredible show. But, you know, Jamie walked away with that $45,000 paycheck. And then for the guys, Yuki Kodono, so exciting to see.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
second time, 2015 was the last time he won.
Yeah, and for the women, you know, Jamie Anderson continuing to win. For the men, some new guys
Right, yeah.
showing up. Redmond Gerard that won last year, he was actually in 3rd place.
Right,
The
and-
progression on men's this year, though, was
Yes.
unbelievable.
Dusty
a
Hendrickson.
quad cork, so 4 backflips plus 4 rotations. I don't know how he didn't win with that. I mean,
know,
it was
like the fact that he's in second place and it was a quad cork.
yeah, a quad cork.
What?
Yuki Kodono threw down double 1600. So I don't, you know, I mean, the progression just doesn't seem to end at the U.S. Open, and that's
No.
kind of what the event has always been
Right.
about.
Right. And today we have the half-pipe finals. So starting this morning, we have a women's ride taking place at 10 a.m. So you can meet right here, actually, at the Burton pop-up shop for all the ladies. Want to get a little bit warmed up before you watch the action. And then at 11 o'clock, the women will take the half-pipe for the first final of the day.
And half-pipe this year, just in the name of progression, completely unique from what you typically see in half-pipe. So the beginning of the half-pipe is a 13-foot wall, kind of wants to mimic the old days of having a hand-dug pipe, like the original U.S. Open ones. And then there's a gap, and then the 22-foot wall begins, and there's a cool ollie in to the 22-foot wall. I was hanging out in the waxing area yesterday and was talking to Sean White, and you know, he kind of made famous that big ollie bump into the pipe for your first drop-in, and now it's just set up to actually let that happen. So he was just super hyped on it.
Did you just casually name drop Sean White? just casually sprinkled that in there?
He's just a dude now.
I think you just, like, according to his Instagram, he's in Africa right now. So way to go, Eric.
Oh, I'm blowing him up.
Sorry, Sean.
Sorry, Sean. I know you wanted to
Yeah.
snake things. My bad.
Well, listen, we have so much headed your way. Not only for the rest of the day, there's also going to be some fireworks tonight for Jake Burton to celebrate his life and his legacy. And then we also, of course, have a great show in store for you. So we're going to be live for the next 2 hours. Eric and I are here at Burton U.S. Open. We'll have Chris in Beaver Creek. And right after this break, we'll have a first look at your gorgeous weather forecast.
Whew.
TV8's coverage of the Burton U.S. Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
The weekend starts now. The redesigned 3-row Acadia. Make the most of every moment.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it!
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us!
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it!
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
The double tripler! 50 points down! Making history! Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Burton U.S. Open Snowboarding Championship, the longest running snowboarding contest in the world.
Excuse us while we pick our jaws up off the floor. The stage is set for the contest that started it all.
Oh! Don't go anywhere. The Burton U.S. Open of Snowboarding starts now.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
So, beautiful start to our morning here at the Burton U.S. Open. You can hear the snowcats doing all of their work to groom everything out to make it easy for you to come and spectate today. Beautiful clear skies. We have just a few clouds that are kind of grazing the top of the Gore Range at the moment, and the sun is starting to hit the peaks as well. And temperatures today will be in the mid-30s right here at the base of the mountain. So if you want to come out, if you want to see all of the action, it's going to be a beautiful day to do that. The main thing though is that you're going to want to put that sunscreen on just because of those gorgeous sunny skies reflecting off the snow. It's going to be so easy to get yourself a nice suntan / goggle burn, and I put on my SPF 50 this morning just to be honest because I'm so pale that I need at least an SPF 50. Now for tonight we're looking at really gorgeous conditions. We're almost at 6 o'clock for our sunset. And it's going to be really nice and mild, especially compared to seeing those temperatures well below zero midweek this week. And so when you head on out to see that free music tonight, it really is just going to be a gorgeous evening. And then, of course, we have some fireworks going on at 7:45 for Jake Burton tonight. More trucks cruising on through. All right. And then as we look at what's happening with those conditions as you get out on the resort today, also great day to take some runs. Temperatures in the 30s for those mid-mountain conditions, beautiful sunshine. And then as we welcome a brand new month, as we welcome a brand new week, we see things changing up, and we do have some snow in the forecast as we go into tomorrow, into Monday, and then we'll see a little bit more sunshine, middle of the week next week. But for February, 6 feet of snow here in Vail, pretty impressive. But I'm going to send things over to Chris in Beaver Creek, and he'll give you all the details on your conditions for today.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Follow us on Facebook for live interviews and mountain reports.
Hey everybody, welcome to Beaver Creek on your Saturday morning, and it's only about 9 degrees out here, so we're seeing our breath and it's chilly, but conditions are great. We're seeing the grooming, snowcats out. There's tons of great groomed runs out here. Let's give you a quick report of how the mountain's looking. So currently, Beaver Creek has all 100, I'm sorry, we're going to talk about Vail first. So Vail has all 194 trails open, and that is all of their lifts running a 74-inch base, and packed powder conditions, just an ideal setting, and it's going to warm up and be very nice today throughout the day. I was there yesterday and it almost felt like spring conditions. I was over at the Burton US Open, and down by Golden Peak it was definitely very warm. So just perfect, ideal conditions for the half pipe final for men's and women's in Vail today. And if you're out exploring the rest of the mountain, outstanding conditions all over the mountain. For Beaver Creek, it's about 9 degrees as I mentioned here, and all 150 trails are up and running here. 55-inch base in Beaver Creek and 23 of 24 lifts running. And then just in a little bit, we are going to be giving you a ton more coverage from the Burton US Open. It is the 38th Burton US Open. Originally started up in Vermont at Stratton Mountain, where the legend Jake Burton started Burton as a brand and also brought all of the best riders for the kind of end of the season wrap-up that is the US Open. Then when Vail partnered with Burton, it now came over to Vail, so we get the treat of all of it coming up here for us. Just tons of history. I ended up running into a legend of the Burton game, their pro riders, Terje Hawkinson, yesterday in the demo tent. It was an amazing experience. Got to say hi to him, and we just have so much more for the men's and women's Burton US Open final coming up later today in the show.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
U.S. Open, and it's the 7th one that's been in Vail, Colorado. And it's just so much excitement today, Ashley. I've been enjoying reminiscing about the old school U.S. Opens with you. There's been so much history and progression at this event.
Right, and what's kind of hard to believe is that, I mean, it started in 1982. 82. And then, you know, it wasn't until 1983 that they decided that the athletes were going to be hiking to get to their runs, which is like, could you imagine if that was part of it now, where they're like, okay, great run, now hike all the way back up to the top of the slopestyle course.
Yeah, you didn't use any energy on the downhill. Go ahead and make your way up.
Right.
And the competitions looked much different back in the day.
Totally.
As the half pipe was hand dug out, but the half pipe didn't really debut until later in the U.S. Open. It started as mainly slalom competitions.
Right.
In like red speed suits. They look absurd. It's amazing.
Which is so great. Maybe we should bring that back for next year.
Totally be wearing red speed suits.
Yeah, you know, in 2000, if you think about it, okay, so in 2000, so 20 years ago, this was a big deal. They made it a 13-foot pipe, and it was about 300 feet long.
Yep.
So, I mean, actually, no, I'm sorry, 15-foot.
15-foot.
15-foot pipe. And so now, you know, like we were talking about a little bit earlier, with the modified pipe and seeing those 13-foot walls, it's kind of a throwback to the
first
2000.
ever super pipe.
Yeah.
And then in 2003, rails were added. They had their first ever rail jam, and now rails are such a huge proponent of the slopestyle course to the point that they added an additional one into the course this year. So they're just making continued impact on the sport.
Can we also just mention that Travis Rice was he was the first guy to win the
rail
rail
jam.
section.
If you're not familiar with Travis Rice, he just rides big backcountry lines now. Wouldn't get caught dead near a rail, but won the first rail jam.
And then, you know, obviously the progression has taken place from there all the way leading up to what we see here today. Yep. And also, you know, Burton has been amazing when it comes to equal prize money for men and women, by the way. So, you know, Jamie Anderson won that $45,000 at the top of the slopestyle podium yesterday. So that's what's up for grabs for our half-pipe contestants for today. So.
Amazing half-pipe competition today. Make your way down to the U.S. Open and stick around for more Good Morning Vail.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
Welcome back to Beaver Creek. Behind me, I've got some First Tracks groups going. It's the Eagle County Education Foundation, and they're going to get to hop on the lifts and enjoy some first track runs before anyone else is out there on the mountain. Thanks for our sponsors, Boost Oxygen, on our weather. Let's give you some quick info about that weather. Right now, the sign behind me at Centennial is only saying about 9 degrees, but it's going to warm up fast. So right around 8 o'clock, it'll be about 20 degrees, and then warming up into a high of 40 or even maybe a little more than 40. Abundant sunshine all throughout the day, which is obviously ideal over at the Burton U.S. Open in Vail for the men's and women's half-pipe final. And then just looking at our sunset is about just before 6 p.m., 5:58 tonight, and we're going to have a low of 20 degrees. And just could be a nice, beautiful sunset where you'd see the stars or see a nice moonlit night coming out tonight. And then looking at our I-70 map, roads should be dry and clear across the I-70 corridor. Eagle's got a high of 45 today, Avon a high of 44, Vail should be a high of 42, and Denver's warming up fast to 62 degrees, so it's already starting to feel like spring conditions out here. And then looking at our 5-day forecast, tomorrow into Sunday, we're going to have scattered showers and temps in the low 40s, and then throughout the rest of the week, temps in the high 30s before warming up again at the end of the week into the 40s. And just coming up, Ashley has more of a road report for us.
This road report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, now also on Colorado's K3 Channel 3 statewide.
Beautiful drive in this morning. I come in from Eagle and my commute was nice and smooth. I didn't even see any wildlife out there, but I have to tell you, I know that they're on the move, especially around dusk. So that's probably going to be the main thing when it comes to the roads today, just watching out, early morning with the sun glare and then watching out for the animals on the roads. But otherwise, really nice, smooth sailing. And then later on this afternoon, just because it is Saturday, we have a lot of people that come up from the Front Range. So starting around 12, 1, 2 o'clock, we'll start start to see the traffic picking up going eastbound down to the Front Range. So some great resources, though, when it comes to knowing what's happening on the roads, especially as we have some snow starting to move into the forecast for the beginning of the week. cotrip.org, that's where you can find those road cameras that go all the way down I-70 to the airport. So if you have to get a flight out, you can check the road cameras before you even go. Another great resource is following the Colorado Department of Transportation on Twitter. You can get those real-time updates from passengers that know exactly what's going on. So that's kind of like that's really, honestly, it's the only reason I even use Twitter these days. And then also EC Alert, that stands for Eagle County Alert. So that lets you know what's going on in Beaver Creek and Vail and also up and over Vail Pass. But we have some great parking information for you, too. If you want to come to the Burton U.S. Open, make sure that you get here early. Eric got the last parking spot on the frontage road yesterday around 10:30 yesterday morning. So if you want to get over here, the first 2 hours in the parking structures are totally free. So that's just, going in for 2 hours. You can come check out the competition for a little bit and then not have to worry about paying for any parking. 2 to 3 hours is $10, and then it just goes up from there, and it's free after 3 o'clock. And then you can always go to vailparkingcounts.com to find out real-time space availability. We're going to take a quick break, and then coming up, Eric had a chance to catch up with one of our favorite international competitors here at the Burton U.S. Open.
TV8's coverage of the Burton U.S. Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
You probably won't launch hurricane-force projectiles at your truck bed.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey!
But it's nice to know you can. Introducing Carbon Pro. If it can handle a hurricane, it can handle you. Only on the GMC Sierra.
And I'm super bad.
I'm here with Sarah Rarity at Beaver Creek, and one of my favorite events of the entire year is your Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series. And Sarah, this is so much fun.
It really is. It's a great chance for people to get up and enjoy the fabulous surroundings we have here at Beaver Creek. And we have a 5K and a 10K across the 3 races during the winter season. So we have everything from people who are really trying to trim that personal best time at the 10K to people just out to enjoy some exercise and the beauty outdoors, and the 5K with the whole family.
But it's so much more than just the race. It's really an entire experience.
It really is. People have the chance to demo snowshoes. So if you're looking for a new pair of snowshoes, it's a great chance to try some out during the race. And then we have our post-race party. So everyone's qualified to win some great raffle prizes. And then we have the meal as well. So it's a full day of fun.
Okay, you have to get signed up. Make sure you don't miss out on this incredible chance to get outside, experience Beaver Creek. beavercreek.com/snowshoe. Don't miss it.
If you love Vail, you'll love the Arabelle Club in Lions Head. Drive in, ski out. Make the most of your time in Vail. At the club, our valets park your car, and your skis are waiting for you slopeside. Gear up in the members' lounge with your own private locker. And after a hearty continental breakfast, you'll be on the mountain in record time. It just doesn't get any easier or more fun. So make the most of the mountain with membership at the Arabelle Club. It makes all the difference.
Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the cola flavor, none of the sugar.
Every year, the Burton U.S. Open brings some of the best professional snowboarders in the world, and I'm happy to welcome Jiayu Liu, fresh from China. Nice to meet you, Jiayu.
Thank you to have me here.
Yeah, so excited to have you here at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I'm so stoked to be here every year. I don't even remember how many years this is.
It all just blends in. It's too much fun here.
Yeah.
So they all just become the same event all the time.
It feels like this is kind of like end of season party, because everybody, this is kind of the almost very end of the contest, and also you have so much party and the fun, different course, different stuff, and people hang out together. This is kind of the culture.
Yeah. And this year, it's so unique having the kind of 13-foot wall half pipe, then transitioning to the 22-foot. You feel like most years you were able to practice all your big tricks at every competition, and this would be the big finale. But this year, what's your strategy going into those shorter walls?
I mean, you really have to like work on that, to figure out what you're going to do, and also like what is fit in the run. The mini pipe was cool, and then because that's part of your run, so you have to manage that, not just do like good trick in the half pipe. Yeah. You have to like the mini pipe, all different structures, all those. So it's tough for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think everybody have their own secret to show.
Are you going to be throwing like old school grabs, like truck drivers and roast beef and chicken wings, and just get
let's see what we can do. Like, it's still like so much room in there, and then work on that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So growing up in China, very unique. At the age of 11, you stopped martial arts and transitioned to snowboarding. Why did you choose snowboarding? What drew you?
I would say I think snowboard chose me because when I started 2003, at that time we don't really have that many snowboarders in China.
Yeah.
And then we have that one, and we start, and then you basically nobody to copy. You just watch some videos, and then you go out there, ski result. You just this is what you're gonna do. What are you gonna do? Like make a turn. Okay. Yeah. You just fall all over the place, and then. Okay, it's quite hard.
Yeah. Like, all right, I learned to turn. I guess I'll get inside this giant U-jump here and try to ride these steep walls. And
yeah, definitely scared. Like the first time I remember, I can't even drop in. Like I feel so scared. I'm holding back, and then my local coach, he said, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "Dude, is scared.
We're just being scared here."
Like, how you ride this?
Yeah.
But it's so much fun, when you get into it.
Yeah, and then look at how far you've come. You're just such a natural athlete. Now winning the Dew Tour this year in halfpipe and coming into U.S. Open, that's so incredible.
Yeah, it's quite a good year.
Yeah.
Easy, but it's quite tough also. A lot of travels with all those kind of contests. But so far, so good.
Yeah. And then when the summer comes, you said you don't go really back to China anymore. You've got a couple places in the States that you train in the summer.
Yeah, because for snowboarder, you're choose the snow all the time, where have good snow, where is good pipe. And also during the break, I find a very good place in Tampa, and I just do my physical training over there most of the time, 1.5 time, to make stronger, and then out there, and then to go even bigger, and then do more hard tricks. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm so excited to see how you do in the new modified pipe, Jiayu. Congratulations again on the Dew Tour. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And hey, ride for Jake.
Yeah, ride for Jake.
Ride for Jake. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, guys, we're just taking a look at the mountain and Beaver Creek. And here we're going to give you a quick weather report. Thank you to GMC for sponsoring our weather. Those were also great pro tips from Jiayu, and she's an amazing pro snowboarder from China who just gave us all the info about the modified super pipe up at the Burton U.S. Open. Here's some info on the weather today. I saw at the sign at Centennial, it's 9 degrees here at Beaver Creek, but by 8 o'clock it's going to be 20 degrees and then a high of 40 degrees. Then tonight, sunset at 5:58 with a low of 20 degrees. Mostly clear skies throughout the day and lots of sunshine all throughout the day, so you should get a great sunset, and the conditions over in Vail should be outstanding for the Burton U.S. Open men's and women's halfpipe final. Looking at our I-70 map, we have a high of 45 in Eagle today, 44 in Avon, and 42 in Vail, and then Denver with a high of 62 today. And clear and dry roads, no traffic issues that we've heard of, no alerts, so everyone should be able to drive up and make it to the Burton U.S. Open if they're trying to catch that last day of it today. Looking at our 5-day forecast going into tomorrow, we will have a high of 40 degrees with a scattered showers snowstorm potentially hitting in the evening, and then on Monday temps will drop into the high 30s and a mix of cloud cover and sun, and then a lot of sun throughout the week as we climb back into the low 40s and more sunshine throughout all of next week. And just coming up, we've got the UV forecast.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
A lot of work taking place to get things ready for the Burton US Open this morning, and a lot of sunshine already showing up in the forecast. Beautiful clear skies. You definitely want to put on at least an SPF 30 for today. Our UV index is at a 4, which may seem like that's pretty low, but in actuality, that's one of the highest numbers we've seen all season long. And if you haven't tried Supergoop before, their products, I really am falling in love with them. So they are cruelty-free, they're vegan, they comply with EU standards, which we all know are a lot more strict than what you find in the US. They have an entire page on their website of things that they will not put in their products. And then on top of that, they're really inventive. They have a sunscreen eyeshadow that's called Shimmer Shade. They also have a hand cream that's just designed for, you know, keeping the back of your hands looking young and also moisturized. They also have a new product that they just released. It's a mineral eye cream that also has an SPF to it. So really, really cool products. Supergoop.com. Check them out, and at least an SPF 30 or above for today. Coming up, we are talking about, you know, spring is going to be here before we know it. Next weekend, daylight savings time. And if you want to update your home or your second home and really save a little cash while you do it, your next interview is with Nest Furnishings.
Style of riding. So there's the El Gariel.
Join us at Vail Public Library and engage your senses weekly with gentle yoga, group meditation, or Zumba as part of our Healthy Lifestyle series. Check out the Tech Studio, our very own makerspace. Explore, create, collaborate, and invent in a safe and supportive environment. Connect with a variety of performers, musicians, authors, historians as part of our evenings of engagement. We also offer summer reading programs for all ages. We offer a variety of activities for the younger set, including Reading Buddies, a one-on-one reading experience, Robotics Club, and our Kids Create programs. Vail Public Library is your public library. There's something for everyone, and we hope you'll visit us very soon.
Pain after tragedy can make life feel like a dead end. But a dead end doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's just a sign that moving forward means finding a different way. Find life after loss with trauma therapy at All Points North Lodge. Your way forward is waiting here.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. You know, spring is right around the corner. We are just days away from daylight savings time taking effect. Can you believe that? And with the longer days and spring headed our way, why not update your home and not break the bank while you do it? I'm here with Patty Cooney from Nest Furnishings. Good morning.
Thank you. Good to be here again.
So good to have you. And so Nest is such a unique place to go and do some shopping. It's consignment, but it's so carefully curated.
Where else in the valley can you find so many different varieties of furniture all under the same roof? We have everything from, you know, beautiful, fun, contemporary pieces to rustic furniture to whatever traditional furniture, whatever design is going on in your home, we have something for you. So it's really fun. Yeah, it's really fun that way. People come in and they're just shocked of the variety. They kind of talk about it like it's a museum walking through there.
Right.
So it's really fun. You know, it's fun to come in and see it and experience it.
And then it also changes so quickly. And you brought a couple photos of what's in store this week. However, very possible that it may not be there after this interview.
Exactly. You never know when it'll sell, but we have coffee tables. You know, this is just to give you a little bit of a flavor of everything that we have there, but we have coffee tables that are big dark wood traditionals or light and airy metal and contemporary styles. We have a little bit of everything there, and you can kind of look around in the pictures and see we have rugs and everything else going on in there. This is a contemporary desk that we have. We have 2 of them actually identical, and it's a nice gray wood with great, mountain hardware on it. And open and airy, great for, you could put a desktop on it, but really perfect for a laptop or a iPad or something. And then chairs. We have chairs galore. There must be 100 chairs in the store right now for you to choose from. Everything from, contemporary, traditional, dining chairs, recliners, whatever you're looking for, we've got chairs for you. They're just a wonderful selection right now and all very comfortable. Bedroom furniture, we have tons of it. This is just a dresser, but a very great storage dresser. I tend to like big solid drawers and solid wood. These drawers are big, great storage, great for all of your things that you bring up to the mountains for those long weekends. And it's just a great piece that can kind of go with anything with the pine top. This is a dining table that's just gorgeous. I want to say it's 9 feet long, and then it's got 2 leaves that are, I think, 18 inches each, so it opens up to 12 feet when it's all said and done. It's just a beautiful dining table. It was used in a staging, just a great piece. Perfect condition, just great to have. And this is a Henredon sofa that's got the curved arms and, very traditional tweed fabric, but contemporary style. Just a great piece to add in any living area and very comfortable. I've tested it a few times. I just threw these in to show you that we carry the Nest candles. No, they're not made by Nest Consignment, but we saw them years ago and they're sold at Bergdorf Goodman's and Neiman Marcus, and they're really a high quality candle that burns really well. And we also have the diffusers. So if you're in need to freshen up and to bring in a little bit of spring into your house, we've got the Nest candles at the store. So come by and see us. Yeah,
you really need to. It's such a great experience. Where are you located? What are your hours?
We're in Chapel Square in Avon. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5:30 and Sundays from 10 to 3. So please come by. We'd love to see you.
Oh, Patty, thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure. And
Thank
again,
you.
stop on into Nest. You're going to be so glad. It's like a treasure hunt every time you go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, 1 great Rocky Mountain location.
Gorgeous day in Summit County today. That's a look at Keystone Lake at the base of Keystone. Great for stand-up paddleboarding in the summer, some ice skating in the winter when it freezes over. You're making your way over to Keystone. That's in Silverthorne, where the outlets at Silverthorne are located. Amazing deals on amazing brands. And if you stop by the Welcome Center, say you saw this weather on TV8, they're going to give you a $10 gift card. Don't miss out on that amazing deal at the outlets. And your weather for the day, predictably gorgeous. Classic US Open weather, minus the snowstorm today. Usually we get some snowstorms US Open time. Not today. Today's going to be absolutely perfect. Starting off around 20 degrees at the base of Vail, getting as high as about 35 degrees today. Sunset almost 6 p.m. I love the days getting longer. And overnight low is very comfortable around 18 degrees. Now looking at the conditions across our 4 primary I-70 corridor resorts, temperatures in the low to mid 30s across Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, and Keystone. Sunny skies across all 4 resorts. Really can't get much better. We're getting close to the time of year where the weather is so predictable, we probably don't need to do weather reports. It's consistent. Look at that. This 5-day report, quite consistent. Sunny and 40s for the majority of the week. Maybe a little dash of snow, potentially 1 to 3 inches tomorrow on Sunday. But for the rest of the week, amazing spring skiing. I can't wait to kick off March and that slush sun fun that we have here in Vail. Thanks again to the outlets at Silverthorne. Once again, make sure to stop by the Welcome Center. Tell them you saw this weather report. Get yourself a $10 gift card to the outlets. And we got plenty more Good Morning Vail live from the US Open coming up next.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Adventure Park.
Elevate your adventure this winter at Winter on the Mountain at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in Glenwood Springs. It's a dazzling array of holiday lights and family activities. From thrill rides to cave tours to amazing views, it's the West Slope's most unique adventure. Only $37 for kids and $42 for adults. For unlimited rides, cave tours, and attractions. For hours and to learn more, go to glenwoodcaverns.com.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and may be feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
Welcome back to Beaver Creek. I'm standing here with Sally January. Sally, thank you for showing us Los Libros.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this space is just, I mean, honestly amazing. It's my first time being in here, and we were just talking about what an amazing view this is right over the ice skating rink here in kind of your reading nook, I would call it.
Yeah, it's our favorite place here in Beaver Creek. It's the best place to come and get a cup of coffee, a pastry, and a book. We're a curated bookshop. We have 10 different themes that we curate the books based on those themes. We have all kinds of gifts and greeting cards and art, especially local art, and that's our favorite part of the bookstore.
That's amazing. So if you can see some of the art, you said this is a New Orleans artist here with these amazing pineapples.
It is.
And then a lot of other local artists here
Yeah, we
around.
have several local artists that have more mountain themes, and then we also have a lot of unique art as well as some international artists from Mexico.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My wife loves pineapple art, so
It's in. Pineapples are in.
very in. Should we walk around and do a little cruise around? We'll maybe go this way and just show the coffee area. I'm just blown away at how much kind of comfy room you have here. So, you know, I'm a dad of 3. I would love to bring my kids in and have so much space for them to just kind of relax and unwind from the mountain.
We'll have to show them the kids area. We have daily story time for kids at 10:30 every day throughout the ski season, as well as a kids section where kids can come and relax and get out of the cold for a while.
That's a great thing. So if anyone's less familiar, you're up the staircase from the ice skating rink, right by Gerald Ford Hall.
Right by ski school.
Right by ski school and right by the parking structure.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. I love, you know, all of this coffee stuff
so
over
we,
here.
Sourced locally with Vail Mountain Coffee, so all of the coffee is roasted here locally, and then we have 14 types of loose leaf organic tea that we also serve.
Plus granola, yogurt, muffins, lots of snack stuff.
Lots of snacks.
Oh, that's great. And then Baker, if you want to come with us over here, I love the card wall too. You can always get a quick gift for someone over here. And I love how this is staged here with the local art.
Yeah.
So incredible.
Lots of different influences there.
And then we'll just head this way. I love the space in here, guys. There's so much room.
It's huge.
It is so big.
So back here is our bookstore, where we have all of our themes. For example, we have the Great Outdoors, Daring and Creative Minds, that features different artists and people who dare to be brave. So we love that section.
That's so cool. I'm seeing the Chuck D History of Rap book over there. That's kind of my thing. I love that.
This is another local artist who is originally from Argentina. in Argentina, but is here local in Vail. And then in the back, we have our favorite kids section, our beloved hangout.
Yeah, so for story time over here, I love this kids section. Man, I bet a lot of kids come in and just really enjoy that. Yeah, so like you said, one of the best places to hang out.
Yeah, and if it's a cold, snowy day, we have lots of activities to come and get for kids. Slime kits, markers, sticker books, all kinds of stuff. So.
Oh my gosh, my kids love the slime stuff, so I'll have to tell them about the slime kits.
Yeah, it's really full when it's a snowy, cold day.
I bet. So we should also talk that you have a sister store just down on the other side of the ice skating rink.
So my first baby is my clothing store, which is called Siempre Viva, which we're an ethical clothing boutique. So we have apparel, gift, self-care products for men, women, and kids, and we are down right on the skating rink, right across from
that's great. So you could really buy any great piece of clothing over there and also come over here and read a book.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. Well, Sally, thank you for being here. Absolutely. And we are just going to take a quick break on Good Morning Vail.
TV8's coverage of the Burton U.S. Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
24-hour tune-around. Christie's expert technicians need less than a day for most tune and repair jobs. We'll have you at your best in no time. Drop your skis and snowboards off today. Christie Sports. We'll see you out there.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
This weather report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire, Afternoons of Wonder in Beaver Creek Village.
The excitement in the air is palpable today, the final day of the 2020 Burton U.S. Open. The halfpipe finals will be kicking off at about 11 a.m. Today, and you don't want to miss this new progressive modified halfpipe that the Burton U.S. Open has built. Let's take a look at the weather for this Saturday. It's looking amazing, starting off around 20 degrees at the base of Vail. It is extremely comfortable today. We can almost be gloveless out here this morning and just be totally fine. Gosh, I do love spring. Should be as high as 35 degrees today. Overnight lows about 18 degrees. Now we are expecting potential for snowfall tomorrow, so that might kick in late this evening. It also might just hold off until tomorrow, but about a 20% chance of precipitation this evening and sun setting right about 6 p.m. Extra long days. Love that stuff. Now looking at our 4 favorite I-70 corridor resorts, each one right around 35 degrees, 32 to 35 degrees today across all 4 resorts. It's going to be sunny and beautiful along the I-70 corridor. Any resort you go to, it's going to be an amazing day, but come on down to Vail for the Burton U.S. Open. Now looking ahead to the next 5 days, we are getting to that point in the year where the weather is just so consistent, so predictable, and so perfect. 42 and partly sunny essentially every day the rest of this week, except for tomorrow. Like I said, we do have potential for getting some snow tomorrow. Now, thanks to Beaver Creek Resort Company for sponsoring this weather. Now we're going to kick it back to Chris live from Beaver Creek with a First Chair report.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Hey guys, back here at Beaver Creek. Thank you to Sun and Ski for sponsoring our First Chair hit. So let me give you some info about where I'm standing. I'm just outside of the edge of the Park Hyatt and right by Hay Meadow Park here, which is the beginner and ski school area. So if you kind of first day out or you've never gone on snow before, this is where the ski instructors would meet you and give you some tips and take you up the gondola right here. And Hay Meadow Park is just an awesome area for families also, because where the gondola drops off is the sundae and ice cream location. It's an amazing on-mountain treat spot for families, to kind of get in out of the cold and get a quick fix of your sugar sweets. So they have cookies, ice cream, sundaes, all kinds of stuff up there. My kids love going in there. They even have a decent little, small lunch menu. So honestly, we love it in there for the grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's kind of one of the best treats on the mountain. So that's what my kids love going in there for. And then just talking a little bit more about some of the other great spots here on Beaver Creek Mountain. Red Buffalo Park is an intermediate and beginner area for families and lots of other people to go up and check it out. So again, just a great area to bring your family and bring friends and just kind of access all of Beaver Creek Mountain. That's Red Buffalo Park, which you can get to from Centennial and then access over near the edge of Rose Bowl. And just coming up in a little bit, we're going to take a quick break and have more Good Morning Vail for you.
Meet Kelly. Kelly's kitchen needs updating. She could go to Denver, or she could skip the drive and shop locally at Select Surfaces in Avon. With a wide variety of tile, wood floors, carpet, laminate, and blinds, as well as help from in-house designers. Select Surfaces has everything you're looking for, including outstanding customer service. Find great selections, service, and materials to meet every budget at Select Surfaces in Avon.
Hi, I'm Dan Saline, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvail.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
We'll get to that weather in just a minute, but I think a lot of you are familiar in the Vail Valley. We have some rock stars that live here year-round. I'm hanging out with one of them. He happens to be a full-service knee and shoulder specialist. He has a particular expertise in ACL reconstruction, rotator cuff repair, meniscus preservation surgery, and shoulder instability surgery. He's also a physician for the U.S. ski team, and he's just an all-around great guy and part of our community. Dr. Rick Cunningham from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Dr. Rick, let's talk about, an event like this with the Burton U.S. Open. Inevitably, there are injuries,
Yes.
and you, my friend, get to be the one that helps to get our athletes put back together and on their way to accomplishing their next dreams.
Yeah, no, it's great to have such accomplished athletes in the Valley. I look forward to it every year. Try to come out and hang out and watch these guys and girls just do amazing things, but occasionally they do get themselves in trouble, and we see a lot of shoulder and knee injuries with snowboarders.
Right. So, okay, let's just talk about like the average snowboarder. So if you're going to be out there on the mountain, that's something that's pretty common, shoulders and knees.
Yeah, for definitely some hand and wrist stuff too, like falling on an outstretched hand or wrist, especially if I myself, who's not a great snowboarder, if I were to go out there, I probably would hurt like a hand or wrist. But as people move along, they tend to, with a flat landing can hurt their knee. or with a hard fall on the shoulder, dislocate their shoulder, separate their shoulder. Those are common things we see in the office.
And so, I mean, this is obviously something you've been doing for a really long time, and working with the U.S. ski team, you are really good at helping people to get in, get the right surgery, and then also recover quickly.
No, it's incredibly satisfying to, first of all, have athletes, entrust their knee or shoulder to me, and I feel like that's very humbling, first of all, but then be able to take great care of them, get them back to the activities that they love to do. We had a ski with a doc day where prior patients skied with us this past year, and it was so satisfying to see them back out there doing the things they want to do, and just seeing them enjoy themselves once again.
I love that you ski with your former patients. That's such a Vail thing to do. But then, can you explain a little bit more about this meniscus preservation surgery that you do?
Yeah, basically, I mean, the meniscus is, I tell people, it's kind of a rubbery cartilage in the knee. It's an incredibly important shock absorber. And to prevent future arthritis, we want to definitely preserve it. And athletes, unfortunately, can tear it quite commonly. And so I'm very aggressive at trying to sew it together, preserve it, save it, let it heal. Unfortunately, sometimes if physicians aren't skilled with that or comfortable with that, they might take the meniscus out, and then that athlete loses that important shock absorber. So we definitely want to save it, preserve it, fix it, do the rehab necessary, and then get that athlete back out there afterward.
I mean, isn't he amazing? So let's say people are watching right now, and let's say they have an injury and they're thinking like, I really want to get back out there on the slopes. I want to ski with my doctor. What's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
Probably just call the office, go to the website. That's probably the best way. Yeah, and I think if athletes, sometimes people will say, my knee's somewhat sore. Do I need to come in? I would say if it's hard for you to bear weight, or if you have significant swelling in the knee, or if there's something mechanical like clicking, popping, catching, that's probably something you want to get checked out. If the knee's a bit sore, but you can put weight on it and it's getting better day by day, I think that's something you can probably watch and wait and not necessarily need to come in.
I mean, really, we have the best doctors in the industry. They're right here at Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us this morning. And I love too that he's sporting his ski team jacket like the pro that you are. All right, we're going to let him get back to his important work. We're going to take a quick break, and then coming up, we have your weather and hour number 2.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Looking gorgeous for the final day of the Burton U.S. Open here, February 29th. Expecting us to start off around 20 degrees at the base of Vail at 8 a.m. It's very comfortable out right now. And then as we progress throughout the day, expect overnight highs reaching about 35 degrees. It's going to be sunny all day long. It's going to be amazing weather to watch the athletes perform in the brand new modified halfpipe. Now looking along let's progress into the evening maps. Overnight lows of about 18 degrees with the sun setting just before 6 p.m. today. Now all along the I-70 corridor should be smooth sailing today, except for potential congestion getting back down to Denver, as there are quite a few people from the Front Range visiting us watching the Burton U.S. Open. So heads up on the potential traffic down to Denver, but the roads won't be wet. They'll be nice and dry. No significant weather to think about. Looking ahead to the next 5 days as we get through one more snowstorm tomorrow on Sunday with a potential of 1 to 3 inches. Things are going to quickly flip the script and change to spring, and we're going to be getting consistent mid to low 40s and sunny throughout the rest of this week. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Well, you know what you could ask for? Another hour of Good Morning Vail live from the U.S. Open. Thanks to GMC for sponsoring this. And that other hour is coming up now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good
Ashley, we're having too much fun this morning.
I know. We really need to do this more often, I think.
Seriously.
You know?
Can every weekend be the U.S.
Right?
Open?
Honestly, come on, Burton. Let's just make it happen. Such a great weekend for this to be taking place. The weather earlier in the week was a little tricky, but
cold.
Yesterday and today, it's perfect.
I'd say the best U.S. Open weather we've had since they brought it to Vail in 2013.
I would totally agree with you on that. And, today we have a really cool lineup. So starting at 10 a.m. for all my ladies out there, there's a women's ride that's taking place. You can just head on over to the Burton pop-up shop, meet all the girls right there, take a few laps, and then watch the ladies take over the super pipe, the modified pipe, for the competition at 11 a.m.
Yeah, very unique half pipe. It starts with a 15-foot wall, which is the same height as the very first super pipe, but there's also features built on top of the lip of the half pipe, and you're seeing girls do hand plants and tail taps, and it's just so cool. And then there's a big gap, and it transitions to your standard 22-foot high super pipe. And on the men's side, Scotty James continuing his domination, wins at Dew Tour, wins at X Games, and now brand new unique half pipe, he's still right on top of it.
Right, qualifying first. So the guys will take the stage at 2 o'clock. And then tonight, we can't forget, there's a party that continues. So free live music at 6 o'clock at the Solaris stage. And then at 7:45, there will be fireworks in honor of Jake Burton, and the whole Carpenter family will be there, and we can all celebrate together. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing time. Saturday night is always the best night of the Burton U.S. Open, and make sure you have stopped by one of the Burton stores in either Lion's Head or Vail Village, picked up your ticket to the Dobson Ice Arena closing party. Woo!
Oh, okay. Listen, it's free. It's free to go, but you have to get that ticket.
Yeah.
It starts at 10 o'clock tonight. It goes until 1 a.m. And you're going to see, it's like the who's who of the world of snowboarding, right? Everybody's going to be there.
If you haven't had a chance to mingle with a pro, this is your time to do it. Or potentially dance with them. I know there's a lot of crushes on Ben Ferguson and Scotty James out there.
What about, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's your crush this year?
I don't know if she'll be there. She kind of got a little hurt. That would be Celia Norendal. I love her to death. But
Eric, I don't think you're alone.
She's not going to be dancing this year.
Right, that's true.
Shame.
She won't. But you know what?
Maybe Anna Gasser. Maybe I'll go say hi to Anna. See what she's up to.
She'd probably appreciate it. She'd be okay with that, right?
We could bro down. I'll see you later, Hannah. It'll be great.
We'll put Eric's number on the screen later on. But right now we're going to send things over to the third member of our crew this morning. Chris Armistead is live in Beaver Creek, and we still have another hour of Good Morning Vail headed your way.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Follow us on Facebook for live interviews and mountain reports.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Beaver Creek. But first, let me give you a quick update on the conditions over in Vail. So Vail has all 194 trails open and running, and it's going to be a perfectly sunny day out there. Temps are going to be very mild and warming up all the way into the 40s for the Burton U.S. Open men's halfpipe and women's halfpipe final today. So if you're heading over that way, there's an awesome area to have kids check out, awesome stuff over there to do, and a lot of fun stuff and great food and drinks for adults over there in the area just behind Golden Peak, and then you can walk all the way up to the half pipe to watch the competition there. So all the chairlifts are also running over in Vail. And then here, let's give you some Beaver Creek conditions. So all 150 trails are open and running here at Beaver Creek, and that's a 55-inch base for the season. Currently, it's a packed powder condition for the snow conditions out here, and 23 of 24 chairlifts running here. And just tons of great grooming, just a great Saturday to get out here and enjoy some skiing and snowboarding. Just to recap, in Vail, they also have a 74-inch base for the season, so perfect conditions. The mountain's been holding strong. And just later, we have a great interview with one of the doctors from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery who are right over at the Burton U.S. Open, and just in case anyone has a tough fall or an injury, those guys are right there to take care of them. So just going to be interested to hear their take on the Burton U.S. Open. And then later, we will be showing an interview where I had a chance a couple days ago to catch up with one of the most famous and most influential snowboarders, and he made the final for today. That's Danny Davis, who grew up in Highland, Michigan, and that was 15 minutes from where I grew up. So it was really cool to have that hometown connection and talk to him a bit. And just a lot more Good Morning Vail coming up next.
Pain after tragedy can make life feel like a dead end. But a dead end doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's just a sign that moving forward means finding a different way. Find life after loss with trauma therapy at All Points North Lodge. Your way forward is waiting here.
Right here in the heart of Avon, you're going to find Beaver Liquors. You're going to find the proprietor, David Courtney. David, Beaver Liquors has been here for over 4 decades. Is that correct?
Yeah, 42 years to be exact. It's the oldest business in Avon, actually.
Is it really?
No one's ever lasted this long.
You guys have something for everybody, something to tease and entice their palate, whether it's wine, lots of whiskeys. Tell us what it is that you do here and all your offerings.
So, obviously everybody out there knows that tequilas and bourbons have become this huge thing that people are chasing. So last spring we made our selection much larger. We increased our tequilas by 70 and our bourbons by about 80. And then we incorporate that with our wine cellar, which is right below us here. It's 3,000 square feet. It's 15 feet underground. So it stays naturally cool. Even in August here, even though it doesn't get very warm, it's about 57 degrees downstairs. So
Your Beaver Liquors is packed to the gills with everything. How did you find room for 80 more bottles of whiskey?
We bought more shelves.
Okay. Hey, so one of the other things you guys do here big with your business is your delivery. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we do a huge business with our delivery. You can go to the website, which is beaverliquors.com, or you can just call us, 970-949-5040. And we deliver twice a day, Monday through Saturday at 2 p.m. and at 8 p.m. It's a $100 minimum, otherwise it's a $10 charge, but we all know when you're on a ski vacation, $100 is nothing.
That's basically a bottle of tequila and then some.
Right.
And you're going to get a couple of those for sure. And what's your reach around the valley?
So we deliver valley-wide. You call us, we'll be there. So, all we need is just a little bit of notice. We leave the store at 2 and we leave the store at 8, so we can accommodate you.
Love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
BeaverLiquors.com, right here in the heart of Avon.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
This weather report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
Beautiful morning, the final day of the 2020 Burton US Open here in Vail, Colorado. It's going to be an amazing day the whole way through as well. Now, typically during the US Open, we see snowstorms, we see plenty of powder, which is great for the riding around Vail, but not so great for the competitions. But that's not going to be the case today. As we take a look at the weather forecast, things are going to be sunny and gorgeous all day long, starting off at 20 degrees at the base of Vail at 8 a.m. Very comfortable out right now, getting as high as 35 degrees later today, and no chance of precipitation over the course of the day. Now, however, leading into this evening, temperatures dropping to about 18 degrees as the overnight low, 20% chance of precipitation, and then tomorrow expect some snow to kind of peter off throughout the course of the day, but the rest of next week is going to be absolutely amazing. And now looking at the 4 primary I-70 corridor resort temperatures, each and every one in the mid to low 30s. That's Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, and Keystone. All of them the exact same amazing weather for this Saturday. And now looking ahead to the next 5 days, we'll see that snowstorm creep up tomorrow, potential for 1 to 3 inches, but then that shifts on out of Colorado and the sunny skies return, temperatures in the low 40s throughout the remainder of the week. Couldn't ask for more for the first week of March. And thanks to Christie Sports for sponsoring this weather. And now we've got Ashley with a first chair report from the base of Vail with me.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
Okay, thank you so much, Eric. And looking up at the bottom of the slopestyle course, that last hit, you'll see a big old J that was sprayed on the course for Jake Burton. And obviously, the entire reason why all of us are here for the Burton US Open is because of Jake Carpenter Burton. And unfortunately, he passed away in November of 2019 due to complications from recurring cancer. But there's some really cool things that are happening to celebrate Jake. Yesterday we had a ride on Vail Mountain, and there's a new area of the mountain that's named just for him. But coming up on March 13th, there's something that's really extraordinary that's taking place to honor Jake's legacy, because he really was all about fun and wanting to have snowboarding for everybody, right? And so on March 13th, if you go to a dayforjake.com, adayforjake.com. There are resorts from across the world that are participating, but you go there, you register, you get a free lift ticket to these resorts, and you can spend the day riding in honor of Jake. And then there's also an opportunity right there on that website, again, adayforjake.com, where you can donate to the Chill Foundation, which he and Donna started, back in the 1990s. And since then, they've helped, thousands and thousands of kids that really are facing a lot of struggles, but they really focus on the resiliency and how snowboarding can help these kids really fight through the things that they're facing in their lives. And it's an amazing organization. So maybe, get that free lift ticket to the resort of your choice on that list, and then donate that money that you would have spent on a lift ticket to the Chill Foundation to just help propel Jake's legacies. But again, adayforjake.com is the website, and it's coming up on March 13th. So get out there, get to one of those resorts, or just take a few laps at your home resort in honor of Jake if you weren't able to be here yesterday morning for that really cool ride in his honor. But oh man, we've all been impacted by him in such an incredible way. And coming up, we're actually going to hear from some of the riders themselves about how they've been impacted by Jake. But for now, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to check in with our third member of the GMV team, Chris Armistead, over in Beaver Creek next.
TV8's coverage of the Burton US Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune in to TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Head to Bistro 14 for lunch and relax with breathtaking views of Mount of the Holy Cross. This mountaintop eatery is perfect for the whole family, with a kids menu, ski in, ski out access during lunch, and also open for dinner by riding the Eagle Bond Gondola. Vail, like nothing on earth.
Vail's most talented architects, builders, and interior design firms are creating some of the most spectacular homes in America. And our cameras will take you inside these homes and introduce you to Vail's most respected real estate companies specializing in high-end properties. Watch the Vail Home Show each day right here on Vail's TV8 or online. And remember, you can catch this show on the web anytime at vailhomeshow.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Beaver Creek. I'm having a lot of laughs with the boys from Christie Sports. You guys definitely know how to keep the Saturday morning light and fun here. Brad, thanks for being here.
Hey, we're here. It's sunny.
We're calling him the Flying Hawaiian today. He's got the summer beach gear already ready to go in the matching blue Oakleys. Digging that?
Well, you know, it's sunny and I am feeling very festive today. I think I'm going to go up on the slopes. I don't get many days, but I'm going to go up today.
I like it. Just get up there and slash it and party. Hans is with us. Hans, what's up?
Oh yeah, what Brad just said, he doesn't get many days. That's the truth, but I'm making him ski today because he works in a ski shop. He needs to hit the slopes with this Bluebird special we have going on.
There you go. Save on overhead too. Kick him out, get him off the clock, and go have some fun. And who's our other friend here today?
This is JB. I work at the shop too.
JB, thanks for being here. So guys, what did you guys bring us today to tell us about for the mountain?
Let's start with the most crucial thing for skiing. We're going to talk DFP, dynamic foot positioning. This is a custom insole, and we 100% heat mold this to your foot. Then we shape it to the boot. It's much like a foundation to a house. You want a good, solid foundation, and you're going to be the house, and you're going to be hitting the slopes and skiing like a madman.
Awesome. I love that dynamic foot positioning. And with the head boot, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. So every boot that we carry at Christie Sports, the shell and the liner are 100% heat moldable. So, you know, I brought the head Edge Light 130. What's cool about this boot as well is liquid fit. So we can actually inject this with a gel material. And you're going to walk out of Christie Sports with a 100% custom moldable boot, from the foundation DFP to the custom shell and liner, and you're going to be a happy customer.
Awesome. I love that. So, Brad, you've got the skis for us. What'd you bring us?
You know, I brought the cores. You know, I was thinking that core workout today on a Bluebird day type of thing. Got the blue for the ladies, 9,300 foot, our #1 selling lady ski this year in our store.
That's an awesome looking ski, I can tell.
You know, it's uber light, great, holds a great edge. It's just, you know, they finally decided to make the ladies version. Essentially is what they did. The men's version sold so well, and there's, you know, 4 or 5 of them in the line, different dimensions, and they're just great all mountain skis. They're using graphene, keeping the whole weight of the ski light, but very, very performance orientated skis.
That's awesome. I know a lot of women in town that ski just as great as any men, or if not some plenty better than some of the men on this mountain.
Well, you know, they just gave them the women's graphics. It's the same build as the men's, which is awesome because the women like going out and hard charging.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. So obviously pick these out and have you guys mount the bindings and get out there and shred.
Yeah, we just got a new shipment in of Tyrolia bindings, so all of our heads, we're sitting on a large stock amount right now of our head cores, our, you know, the whole line of the heads. And you put the Tyrolia binding, nice light swing weight on it, light binding but strong, pops when it needs to pop. You know, just great all-around product.
That's awesome. So obviously everyone wants to get the head skis, the head boots. JB, what would you say is your favorite thing to sell or just work on at the shop?
Oh, probably the footbeds, because it makes people very, very happy when you get a good footbed in there. It's like Hans said, it's the foundation on a good house. So
That's awesome. I love that you're talking about that almost an immediate customer service response. Yeah. They feel it instantly, and they know that they're already going to go out there and have a much better day.
No matter what product they buy with a boot, that product or the DFP is going to make them feel a lot better. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I love that about the stuff that you guys do at Christie's. So, Hans, why don't you tell everyone about the locations, too?
Locations, 4 in the Valley, top of Bridge Street in Vail, next to McDonald's in West Vail, heart of Avon, and up here next to the bus stop in Beaver Creek.
Awesome. So while we're over here, we obviously were talking about the Burton US Open. You said you were over there yesterday. What did you enjoy watching the most?
You know, I was over there. You know, I'm a diehard skier, but those guys are throwing some big air.
Yeah, we were talking about that Dusty Hendrickson huge trick that he just stomped and just wowed the crowd.
Huge, you know, he's in a t-shirt. Obviously, it was 40 degrees out.
What'd you say, 17, 18?
Oh, I threw an 1800 and stuck it clean.
Yeah, but just a teenage kid. I mean, crazy, right?
17 years old, up and coming from Mammoth. So
yeah,
amplitude they get in the half
lots of amplitude,
just unbelievable.
I just love that kid representing for Mammoth up in Tahoe. Guys, thank you for being here. We're gonna come up in just a little bit with more Good Morning Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by the Eagle County Regional Airport. Get flight information at flyvail.com.
Live shot from the Eagle County Regional Airport. Beautiful bluebird skies. This is one of those postcard mornings where you just want to take as many pictures as you can and send them to all your friends and family back home and just make them incredibly jealous. And the sun has now peeked out over the mountains here at the Burton US Open. Eric and I both had to put our shades on because it's just so beautiful and bright out here. What a gorgeous day to come and spectate here at the Burton US Open. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s right at the base of the mountain. Sunshine all day long. Perfect conditions for the half pipe finals today. So again, those kick off at 11 a.m. We'll have that live coverage of the finals taking place right here on TV8 Vail. Tonight we see that sunset almost at 6 o'clock and some nice mild temperatures as you enjoy that free concert at the Solaris stage starting at 6 o'clock. And then we have the fireworks in honor of Jake Burton at 7:45 this evening under nice, clear, starry skies. And if you're going to be doing a little traveling along the I-70 corridor to get here today, really beautiful conditions, nice and sunny, nice clear driving, and we'll be looking at those temperatures in the 30s and 40s along the I-70 corridor. So really just a gorgeous, very much spring-like kind of day. And then looking ahead in our forecast, we see some snow moving in as we also see the first week of March. And by the way, can you believe that by this time next week, we're going to be preparing for daylight savings time? Crazy. Well, you want to protect your eyes while you're on the slopes, and that's why we have your Lens of the Day coming up next.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
Well, on a bright sunny day like today, goggles might not be your primary concern, but what's great about this Anon M collection, this is the WM1, that stands for a magnetic collection, is that these goggles can do anything easily with their magnetic lens change system. All you need to do is kind of twist the frame and the lens comes right off because the lens is rigid and the frame is soft. So it's incredibly easy to change your lenses. And then underneath this goggle, you'll see magnets lining the kind of nose bridge here. That is for a magnetic face mask. So this is a face mask that just snaps right into this. It actually blocks those lower vents, so you're less prone to getting fog inside the goggles when you're having to wear a face mask. You know, a day like today, face mask isn't a terrible idea to help keep the lower part of your face from getting that infamous goggle tan that I love so much. I certainly won't be covering up my face today. But Anon makes multiple different frames that have magnetic lens change technologies. Go check out some Anon goggles at any of the great Eyepieces locations. They've got a location in Vail Village at the top of Bridge Street, very convenient to get to from the US Open. They've got a little cappuccino bar inside of the Bridge Street location. They've also got a location in Lion's Head, also in Beaver Creek, and in Edwards. Go check out all of the fabulous goggles at Eyepieces and stick around for more fun here at the Burton US Open in Good Morning Vail.
TV8's coverage of the Burton US Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly Ski Boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
Pain after tragedy can make life feel like a dead end. But a dead end doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's just a sign that moving forward means finding a different way. Find life after loss with trauma therapy at All Points North Lodge. Your way forward is waiting here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Beaver Creek, and I am here inside the Beaver Creek Chop House with Stacy Raymer. Thank you for joining us, and
Thanks
thank you
for
for
having
having
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for having us.
Love doing this.
So, first of all, I love your place, and I love all of the patio access that you have out there. You know, we're getting to those sunnier, longer days, longer afternoons.
Yep.
Do you guys even get some opera music out there sometimes?
We do sometimes in the spring. Last year we had live music every Thursday through Sunday. This year we've kind of cut back on that. Lion's Head has the opera every day. So people just really enjoy sitting out here and conversating, and there's so many people that come down the mountain at once. So
Or they also have people that maybe weren't on the mountain with them and they want to meet right out there at
Exactly.
out at the patio and
Yeah.
have some drinks and enjoy the rest of the day.
right, we're so busy here because of where we're located, and that's why we love it, is because of our location.
Sure, I'm
So-
sure the traffic is great nonstop,
It is
especially
great.
all throughout the ski season, and even in the summertime. You guys do some stuff too here and have a lot of traffic too.
We do. So we're getting to that season of spring and summer and fall, and we're starting to book a bunch of events. We host a lot of wedding receptions, a lot of corporate dinners, a lot of rehearsal dinners. So we really want to get the word out to start getting those booked, because I'm starting to actually get filled up, and we host a lot, so we're really good at it. Our staff loves to do it. Our chefs are super accommodating. They can custom make anything. So that's really nice. A lot of people have food allergies or vegans or something in that nature, and we accommodate all of those.
Yeah, very specific menus in case you had any of those issues.
Correct. Yep. And we also Lion's Head. We have different areas that we can host the groups as well. So we have a back room that seats 50, or you can do the front with the patio, or here you can rent out the whole sea bar and you have indoor, outdoor. So there's so many options between Beaver Creek and Lion's Head that we can host.
And just for a variety of sizes for the events, I'm sure it could be anything as small as 50 or 30 people, but up to even 200 plus even, and make
Correct.
it accommodating and fit everyone.
Yeah, so we do have a wide range of people that we could host. And we're also very much like in walking distance of, the Park Hyatt and the Marriott and Lion's Head. So very convenient for people who are flying in to stay.
Well, yes, like you said, you're right near Slopeside, and tons of people in the summer do their on-mountain weddings or other events. So how else better to, also, bring it together with them here on the patio, or all the great food that you do. And if anyone's not familiar with your Lion's Head location, it's kind of right off of the edge of the Arabelle Hotel and Lodge, and right near the gondola at Eagle Bond Gondola.
Correct. Yep, and the same with here. And yeah, we just would love for people to call and get us booked.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's great. I mean, I'm in that Lion's Head area a lot, so I love that opera menu. There's a lot of great drink deals, a lot of great food deals. If you're with a group of friends, just grab an order of wings, or, kind of just enjoy that rest of that end of the day and the opera feel right there.
Yeah, and several people utilize, the Beaver Creek Chapel and the Vale Chapel, and that makes it so much easier for them to utilize us as a spot for them to host their events, because it's so convenient for them just to come right here. And I mean, what better view can you have on the
Completely.
patio?
If you have your wedding at the Beaver Creek Chapel, it's only a couple of blocks walk right down from the chapel, and you're right on the patio, and stunning views, really,
Yes,
on that
it
patio.
is.
Stunning views. Anything on the menu right now that you want to talk about, or that you really love the best?
Our group menus are great, because they're valued at like $85 and $100. And with the $85 value, you get a soup or a salad, 3 entrees that you can choose from, and 2 desserts. And with the $100 value, you can add 2 appetizers to that. And so basically you're getting a really good amount of food for that value.
Wow.
We also can do buffets. We do a lot of buffet style that our chef custom puts together for many groups. So we have a lot of options food-wise that we can utilize for those events.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for all that info. We are going to have a quick wrap here, and there's going to be a weather coming up next.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts.
Tell you what, there's a lot of work taking place down here with the Snowcats to get things ready for the final day of the Burton US Open. And beautiful sunshine. Definitely want to put your sunscreen on. That's going to be really important today, because there's going to be so much great action taking place. You're going to get distracted. It's so beautiful, and you're going to forget to put that sunscreen on. So while we're talking about it right now, at least an SPF 30 or above today. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s for our daytime highs. And then tonight, we see that sunset right around 6 o'clock. That's about the same time that we see the free concert starting at the Solaris stage. Again, that's at 6 o'clock tonight. Don't forget about the fireworks in honor of Jake at 7:45. Nice mild temperatures, nice clear skies overnight before we have some snow moving in tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful sunshine. And coming up next, we're going to let you know what to expect for today's finals.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old.
Yep.
Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it.
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us.
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it.
So if you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
Christie Sports has your recipe for success on the mountain. Sit with one of our expert boot fitters. Choose from a wide range of boots and customization products and create your ideal pair of boots. Christie Sports. We'll see you out there.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Hello. I saw you move in and I wanted to welcome you to the neighbourhood with some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip, Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Oh.
Cookies? Biscuits.
Got a little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
I'll come back for the plate.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
Still so much going on, Eric. There are cats everywhere here. Cats.
Yeah, it's a busy morning today. Holy cow.
It really is.
Yeah.
But so much excitement surrounding the final day of the 38th annual Burton U.S. Open. And you know what? If you can't be here with us, you know what you can do?
You can watch us live.
Sure can.
You can watch the half-pipe finals today, starting at 11 a.m. on Good Morning Vail.
Right, on Channel 8. So leave it right here on Channel 8. And we're going to be broadcasting the women's final starting at 11 and then the men's finals starting at 2. But you know, the only way that we get to do this is because we have amazing sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. All Points North Lodge, new lodge up in Cordillera.
Yeah. And then we also have G-Shock and then, of course, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. So big thank you to all of you for allowing us to call this our office today.
Yeah,
right?
I wish this was the office every day. Like we said, every day we need a U.S. Open.
We'll work on that. Okay, well, something that we are both looking forward to is the modified super pipe, the finals going down today. And, you know, the ladies, Eric, so impressive to watch them in the semifinals the other day. And what's really cool is that we're seeing some fresh faces when it comes to those top spots. So Ruki Tomita, she came out of kind of, not out of nowhere, but she really surprised everybody. And as a rookie to the U.S. Open, she was watching this event from her couch last year, and then she qualifies first.
It's so amazing.
Right?
You know,
So
and
cool.
I love her tail stalls on that top tombstone. Just so stylish. And I think that's what's setting her apart from the rest of the field is just she's just so smooth and stylish in the air.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like a little cartoon character. She like holds her hands outwards as she snowboards. It's the most adorable thing. She's so fun to watch.
And then we also, of course, we have a stacked ladies setup, and Maddie Mastro, the only woman representing the United States in today's final. But then the guys, they start at 2 o'clock. And also, we are looking at the same podium lineup. The top 3 qualifiers for this event today were the podium for the Dew Tour 2 weeks ago. So really no surprise that we're seeing these names.
Yeah, very consistent this year with the men's field. And of course, Scotty James continues to dominate because he did get gold in both Dew Tour and in X Games. His hand plant on that top tombstone,
so cool.
Holy cow, so
Right?
sick. And then he kind of had this front 3 nose grab to exit the mini pipe and then land on top before transitioning into the big one. God, just so stylish. I can't wait to see this final.
Stylish. And speaking of style, somebody that we typically, really pair with the word style is Danny Davis. And Chris had a chance to catch up with him the other day to find out a little bit more about this modified pipe. And Danny will also be in the finals today.
Yes, he will.
Let's take a look.
All right, welcome back to TV8. I'm here with Danny Davis. He's known as the Style King, some would say.
Whoa!
I mean, that's a big accolade, I know, but thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, no worries.
So why don't we get into, first of all, kind of what you're looking forward to. This is kind of the beginning of some of the events this week and just what you're excited about mostly.
I'm excited for some good weather. We've had a couple days of just flat light, and it kind of
Some
came
weird
back.
wind.
Yeah, flat light came back at the end of the afternoon today for the slope style, for the men's slope style. But this morning was beautiful, super cold, but beautiful. So we're looking forward to more of those sunny days and maybe a little bit of slushing up out there,
Sure.
so we can get an edge into that half pipe. And
Yeah, I know the girls definitely had a much sunnier afternoon in the morning. It was
yeah,
nice.
it looked good, and the boys, it was tough. It's tough in the flat light, especially when you're working with some of these modified courses that are, it's great to see this stuff coming into play. We're not looking at rail, 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 jump, jump, jump. We're looking at a couple rails, a couple quarter pipe kind of features,
Some of
another
those
rail.
transitions.
Yeah, and so to me, it's really fun to watch, but it does ride a little bit tougher, and when you have less light, that's always tough. So for the slope boys today, it was a little tough.
Right, definitely. Why don't we talk a bit more about your involvement in the modified park? I know you were a big influencer of how the Dew Tour got into that and how
Yeah.
Burton for the U.S. Open has now adopted that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just always kind of been riding new stuff. We ride this same half pipe all year, whether it's Dew Tour, X Games, Grand Prix. We're always riding the same half pipe. So I was always a supporter of let's change it up. Let's do something different. And I've been pushing U.S. Open to do it for a while. And this is really the first crack at it. Dew Tour's been getting into it the last 2 years. So it's fun. You kind of show up and you got to figure out a new line. There's a lot of these kids who kind of can roll contest to contest with the same run.
Because it's always the same, similar jump.
Yeah, it's the same pipe. And same with slopestyle, it happens too. So it's fun to mix up the course. And I think the riders like it. I mean, this one's particularly tough. We have a 13-foot pipe, which is kind of old school, kind of reminiscent of some East Coast. I feel like we have a little bit of Stratton up at the top of the half pipe, and then we have Vail down at the bottom with this big
Which is awesome,
22
blending
foot.
both essentially
Yeah.
what the Burton U.S. Open was founded on, what Jake started it like. And
Exactly. So we're going to see some interesting runs tomorrow on the half pipe. I think it's going to be a little bit different than your average pipe contest. It's going to be the technical aspect of it is going to be in that 13-foot part. Who's going to do hand plants? Who's going to do airs in there? So
kind of show off their own style.
yeah, show off some style, show off some smaller tricks, some stuff that you'll find in your local park and stuff like that. So and then we get into the 22-foot pipe, and you're going to see the Scotty James and the U-toes and stuff like that, chucking 12s and 14s, and so it's going to be a cool mix.
That's awesome. Now, we know you travel all over the world, but what do you kind of love about coming into Vail or just about the Vail Mountain in general?
I don't really get to spend too much time here, but U.S. Open is really a nice time to be here. We have music, we got the mountain, of course. They have a pretty good park up above the contest scene, and if it snows, we have a whole mountain to use. So it's really, I just like coming to this event because we never have to drive anywhere. We're walking all over the village. We got little parties all week and stuff like that. So.
And obviously this is a special one for Jake, and just if you can quickly touch on what Jake meant to you in your life.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was 11 years old, I didn't even know that I was being influenced by him, but Jake is the most influential snowboarder of all, in the history of snowboarding, and what a way to celebrate him, but at his event, and really just giving thanks to everything he's given us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Had a lot of good days on my snowboard, and I have him to thank for a lot of that.
That's cool. Well, Danny, thank you for being here. I guess we're wrapping up, but definitely appreciate your time.
No worries.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Beaver Creek. That was just a quick, awesome interview I had with Danny Davis a couple days ago over at Manorville, and he was just really fun to talk to. And a huge part of why the Burton US Open went into a modified pipe format with lots of fun features up at the top, and then the kind of normal technical stuff in a big 22-foot wall pipe down below. I'm standing on the Beaver Creek Chop House patio, and we were just talking to them inside and just wanted to give a quick look at how awesome it is out here. Let's give you some info on the weather. So it's about 20 degrees right now. Tons of sunshine out here. It's warming up fast. It's going to be a high upwards of 40 degrees here in Beaver Creek and across Eagle County. So just perfect sunny weather for the Burton US Open, and just awesome weather for a Saturday if you're out skiing and snowboarding. Tonight, temps will drop with a low of 18 degrees, and sunset will happen just before 6 p.m. at about 5:58. And you might get that amazing, beautiful alpenglow that we love around here, and just a treat. There's also going to be fireworks at the end of the Burton US Open in honor and commemoration of Jake Burton's memory, and just how much everyone loved him and appreciate everything he's done for the sport of snowboarding and just the Burton US Open in general. So again, that fireworks show could be amazing just after sunset over there. And across the I-70 corridor, roads are dry, and temps are about 45 in Eagle, 44 in Avon, 42 in Vail for the day, and Denver pushing upwards of 62. So if you're down on the Front Range, it'll be warm, kind of t-shirt weather, just like one of the slopestyle guys yesterday, Dustin Hendrickson, was only rocking a t-shirt when he went through some insane tricks up there yesterday and barely just missed a first place finish. Looking at our 5-day forecast, we will have snowstorm or scattered snow tomorrow with a high of 40, but that's going to be kind of a funky mix at that temperature with snow coming on Sunday. And then temps on Monday and Tuesday are in the high 30s, about 37, with a mix of clouds and sun. And then it'll warm up again at the end of the week, or as we approach the end of the week, with temps rising back into the low 40s. So beautiful weather. We're getting near spring weather. We love that. We can sort of take a layer off and start to just enjoy a few longer afternoons and après and just have a lot of fun here in Vail and Beaver Creek. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we will be also remembering Jake Carpenter Burton, the man, the myth, the legend, in just a bit.
TV8's coverage of the Burton US Open is brought to you by All Points North Lodge, Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and G-Shock.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Well, this year's U.S. Open is fairly special. U.S. Open as Jake Burton Carpenter, the founder of Burton Snowboards and the father of the sport of snowboarding, passed away late 2019. So this U.S. Open is all about celebrating his legacy and what he brought to the sport. And Jake was a person that just had such amazing energy to bring people together. Just imagine creating a sport.
I know, right? And so much fun and so much joy in people's lives. And I really think that that is something that clearly he has done for the population here. And, you know, he's such a big reason as to why we have the lives that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, without Jake, I wouldn't have gotten to live in China for 3 years. I wouldn't have gotten to go to Japan. I wouldn't have the sport that I love the most.
Right. It was the very first board that I ever rode, and I certainly wouldn't have the job that I have with TV8, where I get to go snowboarding and talk about it live on TV each and every day. And, you know, I had a chance to catch up with some of our slopestyle competitors the other day just to ask them what it was that Jake meant in their lives, because he's had such an incredible reach. And, you know, if you want to get involved in the conversation, there's a hashtag called Thank you, Jake 4. So, and also an Instagram account called Thank you, Jake 4. So you can follow those and post your own reasons why you want to thank Jake. But here's a look at what the athletes had to say.
Jake has meant a whole lot to me. He's meant not only a whole lot to me, but a whole lot to the snowboard community. He was an inventor and someone that we all looked up to, and especially during the U.S. Open week. I think this was kind of his event to, you know, release and just have a lot of fun here, and I think that's our main goal of this Open, is to have a great time and remember Jake, and this one's for him.
Like, I didn't get to know Jake too well before he passed, because I've just been on the team like not too long, so but I did still get to know him somewhat, and he was so awesome. Like, every time I saw him, he just had a big smile, just always had this like positive energy radiating off of him, and, you know, transferring it to everyone around him. And I think that's so, like, just the person that he is, he just influences people, and I think that's so cool, because none of us snowboarders would be here without him. You know, he pioneered this entire sport, community, everything. It all kind of starts with him, and I think that's just really special.
I mean, ever since I was 11 years old, I didn't even know that I was being influenced by him, but you know, Jake is the most influential snowboarder of all, you know, in the history of snowboarding, and what a way to celebrate him, but at his event, and you know, really just giving thanks to everything he's given us. You know,
Oh, that's awesome.
had a lot of good days on my snowboard, and I have him to thank for a lot of that.
So Jake had a huge impact on my life. He gave me the sport I love, and he gave me the passion for the sport I have. So I'm so grateful for that and thankful. I got the chance to meet him in person. He's so awesome, and yeah, just happy for the time I could spend with him.
Jake Burton Carpenter had a huge impact on my life. I would never be where I am today without him, and none of us would even be standing in this room, let alone have a U.S. Open. So it's hard to really put into words the magnitude he had on our lives, but all I can say is thank you so much, and you're dearly missed.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Be transported to a European chalet by Snowcat and create your own wonderful memories at Game Creek Restaurant. Enjoy 5-star American cuisine and an award-winning wine list while overlooking Vail's Game Creek Bowl. Vail, like nothing on earth.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, now also on Colorado's K3 Channel 3 statewide.
All right, everyone, we're getting a quick shot here of the Beaver Creek Mountain just off to the right as you're looking up at the mountain of just to the right of Beaver Creek Chair Centennial. That's that starter lift that is open air chairs and gondolas partially, so you can take your pick on how you'd like to go up the mountain and begin your day. And then we're going to get a shot of the Strawberry Park area behind me in just a little bit. But here's your weather for the day and throughout the week. We have a temp of about 20 degrees right now, and sun's out. There's tons of snow today, or tons of sun and packed powder snow conditions. So with all this sun, it's going to warm up to a high of 40 plus today. Just ideal Saturday conditions here in Beaver Creek, and especially if you're over at the Burton US Open like Ashley and Eric, and just to get out in the sun and enjoy just a great afternoon of snowboarding with all the top pros that have made the finals for men's and women's halfpipe today. Just a great event. It's the 38th annual Burton US Open over there. And then tonight, it's going to be a great sunset just before 6 p.m. Temps will drop to a low of 18. And if I didn't mention it, 20 degrees, high of 35 today. You may even take a layer off and not be so bundled up in the afternoon. Looking at our resort maps, all across our resorts at Vail, Beaver Creek, Keystone, and Breck, it's mid-30s, perfect temperatures, and just a great day to be out skiing at any of those resorts. Our 5-day forecast, scattered snow tomorrow, high of 40, and then high 30s the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, before temps warm up into the 40s the rest of the week. And we are coming up with a quick interview from a doctor with Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery over at the Burton US Open.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Pain after tragedy can make life feel like a dead end. But a dead end doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's just a sign that moving forward means finding a different way. Find life after loss with trauma therapy at All Points North Lodge. Your way forward is waiting here.
Well, thanks to our friends at Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for allowing us to broadcast the halfpipe finals today live on TV8 starting at 11. And I'm with one of the physician assistants from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, Jonathan Walker. Thanks for joining us, Jonathan.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a beautiful day to be out here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So tell me what you do at VSO.
So I'm a PA. I work mostly with Dr. Sterrett.
Okay.
And so we do a lot of knee and shoulder sports medicine stuff. As a PA, we get to do most of what the doctors do. We just work with a physician, so with the surgeon.
Yeah.
So like I said, mostly knee and shoulders, but we also take trauma calls, so we see kind of everything that comes off the mountain.
Yeah. And what are the differences in the injuries that you get between skiers and snowboarders?
So the biggest thing is that skiers are more lower extremity, and snowboarders are more often upper extremity. And then you think about fractures in snowboarders and ligament injuries in skiers. So,
Okay.
A lot of people look at snowboarding as kind of a safer alternative, especially from a knee standpoint, which is true. But you still get hurt.
As long as you're not in a half pipe. Then,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All bets are off when you're jumping off stuff like this. It's we said a minute ago. It's more like a car accident than a ski accident when you're coming up from 30 feet out of the pipe.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the fractures in the upper bodies in snowboarding, is that mainly wrists and shoulders that you're seeing?
Wrist is definitely the most common.
Okay.
And then clavicles, shoulder separation, that kind of stuff. From a prevention standpoint, any skiing or snowboarding, you can have head injuries, and everybody's really on board with the helmets. But like I said, most common now for snowboarders is wrist injuries.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot of evidence, especially when you're beginning, to think about wearing a wrist guard or something like that to protect that.
My best advice for new snowboarders on that: when you fall, you've got to tuck your arms to your chest. You natural tendency to want to brace yourself, but that's how you instantly snap the wrist.
That's how you get hurt. And the interesting statistics that I saw this week, kind of preparing for today, was snowboarders are a lot more likely to get injured when they're younger and more experienced, or less experienced.
Less experienced. Yeah.
And that makes sense, because in snowboard you fall before you even know you're falling, and your instinct is to put your hands out.
Yeah.
And it can happen fast.
Now, you also have a fairly interesting story. I've enjoyed chatting with you this morning. So this isn't your first time living in Vail.
No. I lived here when I was 19 or 20 for about 4 years, and just managed a Vail Sports rental store in Lions Head, the one that's not there anymore, that was in the old gondola building. But I kind of decided I had to go find a career, and as soon as I got on that path, I was trying to figure out how to get back here. And so
that's good advice for all the lifties or Vail Sports employees right now. Don't stick with that as a career. Go back and get a medical degree and then come back here.
It makes it a little easier, especially we moved back out with 3 kids and a wife, and it's an amazing place to raise your family. But yeah, you need to be prepared for that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it, and thank you for keeping our valley active and healthy.
Yep, we are here whenever you need us. We hope to see you at an event like this, but when the inevitable injury happens, we're here to help. So you guys have a great day.
All right, thanks, man. And thanks again to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for allowing us to broadcast the U.S. Open live. Make sure to tune in to TV8. Check out the halfpipe finals today, starting at 11 a.m. And we got just a bit more Good Morning Vail coming up next.
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune in to TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters. As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
We're too much fun, seriously,
I know,
Ashley. We're just so goofy together.
Seriously, it's been such an amazing morning. Thank you all for joining us, by the way, live from the Burton U.S. Open. And thank you so much to our sponsors as well. So Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, also All Points North Lodge, amazing.
And G-Shock.
And G-Shock.
G-Shock. Be sure to tune in to TV8 starting at 11 a.m. for full coverage of both the men's and women's halfpipe finals. Men's at 2, women's at 11. It's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. So you can just leave the dial where it is right here. Just leave it. Just hang out. And then we're going to start those finals live at 11 a.m. So amazing, amazing competition. And then, of course, we're going to be back with another live show at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yep.
Per usual.
Each and every day. We got watch and wins. We got your weather. We got all the fun you could possibly want to have. Have a great Sunday.